So in between playing through the Kingdom Hearts games, I fancied finally tackling the Phantom Liberty DLC for Cyberpunk 2077, and as we all know, this game released pretty horrendously, nearly across the board. The PC port apparently wasn't too bad. I originally played it on PS4 and it was not a good time. I didn't enjoy it at all, and I was very disappointed because The Witcher 3 is one of, if not my favourite game of all time, and I had a lot of faith in CD Projekt Red. However, you got to give credit where credit's due. They have now turned Cyberpunk into one of the best first-person RPGs on the market. This game is so damn good now that 100% is worth picking up, and the Phantom Liberty DLC is pretty cool, and I haven't completed it yet, but so far it's really, really good. Like, I think personally it's a bit more engaging, a lot better than the original main story. But that aside, whilst doing this, I was then informed, and then did some research myself, into a new update 2.1 being released as of recording this in a couple of days, coming out on the 5th of December. And this is insane, because they said that update 2.0 and Phantom Liberty was it. That was all that was coming out for Cyberpunk, and they're moving on to other things. And with this new update, we're getting the metro system is actually going to be fully working and operational. You have a portable radio that you can take and listen to music on the go, which does make sense in a futuristic setting. There's apparently reworked boss fights. There's new hangouts and romance options for your different, love interests, Panem all the way. And there's a few more bits on there. I'm not going to spoil. If you want to go and check it out, go nuts. If you have not played Cyberpunk 2077 yet, then you are missing out. Truly, the game is really, really good. There's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of vehicles to do. Oh, they're also, I will spoil, they are making repeatable races, so you can continue to keep racing for money. And not to mention, the cars handle beautifully now, ever since the 2.0 update, and combat is so much better and a lot more awesome, especially with the new skill tree that they introduced. So cool. This bodes incredibly well, because Cyberpunk 2077 went from being one of my most biggest disappointments in gaming to one of my favourite games. This game is fastly creeping its way onto my top 10 games of all time, and I'm really loving the world. I have the comics, I've pre-ordered the first big novel that's coming out next year, so I can't wait to read that. The anime on Netflix was really good as well, with Edgerunners. There's just so much in this world that can be explored. I personally don't think they should move on to a sequel as of yet. I think they should continue to update this first game, like more expansions, because I think from the success of Phantom Liberty and the hype around this pretty minimal update, there is still life in this game, and there is still things that they can implement. I would like to see better stealth kill animations. If you're holding a knife or a silenced gun, I think it would be cool to either shank, slit throat, or shoot them in the head, instead of just doing the, neck snap or backwards, like, I don't know, Dragon Sleeper it was called in WWF back in the day, snapping their neck that way. That's unfortunately all you get to do with stealth kills. I'd like to see a bit more put in for that. And I'm sure there's numerous other things I'd like to see, like some of the arcade machines they made playable with a cool little mini game where you play as Roach, the horse from The Witcher. That's pretty cool. I'd like to see a bit more done with that. But overall, I think that they should 100% keep doing what they're doing. They have restored faith wholeheartedly in their studio, and what a turnaround for Cyberpunk. Exactly the same story with No Man's Sky as well. That game had an amazing turnaround. And this is what we like to see. EA, don't abandon your games. EA, especially when Star Wars Battlefront 2, EA was at the top of its game, and then you just decided to no, we're not going to bother with that anymore, which was ridiculous and stupid. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is still fantastic to this day and deserves a hell of a lot better than what EA did to it. Disgusting. However, Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know down below if you've been playing Cyberpunk or if you haven't checked it out yet. And if you haven't checked it out yet, get the full complete package with Phantom Liberty. And you will not be disappointed if you're looking for a RPG that's very well written. Now that, like, it's not 100% perfect. There are some occasional bugs here, but they are hilarious. They're not game breaking. The NPCs, like in cars, that just crash out of nowhere. It's very, very funny. So there's nothing game breaking that I have found anymore, and all I do is just get sucked in and immersed into the world, and that is what we want. But yes, let me know down below, and as always, thank you for watching.
Sure, when I was skezzed out beyond all recognition.
Well, well, well.
Secret doors. How cliche. Why do peeps have to be so goddamn predictable?